Support for podcasts comes from Milwaukee School of Engineering Center for Professional Education, offering courses in AI machine learning, project management, and more. Program information at msoe.edu/CPE.
Lake Effect brings you conversations about what's happening in Milwaukee and the people, places, and organizations that shape our community. This is Lake Effect Spotlight from WUWM, Milwaukee's NPR.
Lance Armstrong, Elizabeth Holmes, Jay Gatsby. Typically, we shun liars in all forms, whether they're politicians, financiers, or fictional characters. We tell our kids to never lie and expect our friends to be truthful, even when it hurts. But the Burlington Liars Club is different. Here, lies are celebrated and platformed in an annual contest for who can tell the best lie. T. Krulos is a contributing writer for Milwaukee Magazine, who wrote about the Burlington Liars Club for this month's issue. He joins Lake Effect's Sam Woods to put WUWM's journalistic integrity to the test and celebrate the liars among us.
T, I'm going to start off with a question about the Burlington Liars Club's history, and I'm going to trust you to tell me the truth about it. Yes, there's going to be a lot of line and truth puns here, so get ready. But what is the club's origin story?
It's a really fun story. So in 1929, there was a couple of journalists. One was from Burlington, and for New Year's Eve, they decided to play sort of a hoax, and they wrote a fake article that described how every liar in town in Burlington had gathered at the police station, and they had this big contest to determine who was the greatest liar of them all.
And the story itself is a hoax. That didn't happen.
That didn't happen. And I think it was probably a slow news day. It was the holidays. They're like, let's just do something kind of funny and play a joke on people. Well, this story started to circulate a lot, and people started inquiring, how can I join this contest? I'm a great liar. I want to throw my hat in the ring. And so the journalists decided that they would start an actual Burlington Liars Club with an annual lying competition. And that's happened every year since.
You know, as a journalist, I wish on a slow news day I could just make things up or just say like, hey, wouldn't this be fun? But unfortunately, we're not looking to start a WWM Liars Club here. But I have a question on how this works, right? So who is allowed to submit a lie to the Liars Club? And can you submit on behalf of someone? I'm thinking like a famous athlete or a politician that told a famous lie and say like, oh, this should be the best lie.
Politicians aren't allowed to enter. You can join the club for $1. You have to send $1 and you'll get a card. And it's open to anyone in the world. So they've received submissions from tens of thousands over the years from all over the world.
Yeah. So we have almost 100 years of Liars Club lies now. I believe 1929 was the beginning. Have these lies been memorialized anywhere in Burlington or anywhere other than just, the website for the Liars Club?
Yes, and I love it when a town will embrace like a weird part of their history, and Burlington has done that. So you can go on a self-guided walking tour, and you can find a map on the Burlington Liars Club website, and it leads you to about 26 different buildings downtown, and each building has a plaque, kind of a bronze plaque, your typical historical thing, and these memorialize 26 or so different lies that have won over the years. And it's really fun because you can guide yourself and read these kind of funny little lies, but it also helps you explore downtown Burlington. One of the stops is a place called the Coffee House, and they expanded and they built on the second floor. There's a little bar up there called the Liars Club Bar, and you can go up there. It's a cozy little bar, and they have some historic photos of Liars Club members up there. And it's a great place where you can hang out with your friends and try out some lies of your own.
Sure. Curious if you've been to this bar and if you've overheard any particularly good lies.
I went there. The owner was kind enough to show me around. They weren't open at that point, but I got to see it at least. So,
You mentioned you can gain entry into the Liars Club, but what does entry into the club get you? Just kind of a title of I am a credentialed liar, perhaps?
You get a card that you can write your own name in, and then I guess it's the bragging rights of being part of this club.
Sure. So in writing this article for Milwaukee Magazine, I'm guessing you were able to, dive into the treasure trove of lies that have been collected over, again, nearly 100 years. In summation, though, what makes a good Liars Club lie?
Yeah, and that's an important distinction, because when I first heard about them, I was thinking, like we kind of mentioned, politics. To me, a lie can be a very malicious thing. This is something that can ruin relationships or cause all sorts of huge problems. So I was like, ooh, a lying club. But these lies are a lot more benign, and I would say they're mostly like puns or witty plays on words, and they're meant to be fun, So it's not like this who can tell the most vicious, damaging lie. It's just like more like who has the best joke that's kind of framed as a lie. So, for example, one of the winners one year was someone said that it was so cold outside that they had seen an earthworm steal the fur coat off of a caterpillar and then go back into his hole.
It's a good one.
Yeah, it's just kind of a funny little joke,
Yeah, harmless. I imagine, an alternate reality where the Burlington Liars Club was dedicated to these vicious, damaging lies. And I don't know if they'd make it 100 years. I think they might ruffle some feathers. Yeah. In a second, we will play a little game where we try to determine what's a Burlington Liars Club lie versus a famous lie, or a lie told that was maybe malicious and damaging. But before that, I'm curious, T, have you ever submitted a lie to the Liars Club?
Not yet. I kind of found out about this and put the article together, and but maybe next year.
Right. Now that you know what it takes.
Right. Exactly. I got the inside scoop. I know what it takes. I think I can do it.
All right. Well, as I mentioned, I want to end with a bit of a game. So I will repeat a few lies, which are either previous winning entries to the Burlington Liars Club or edited versions of famous lies. Okay. And together we'll see if we can tell the difference between those who lie for fun and those who have told famous lies before, often their downfall. The famous lies will contain direct quotes along with some adaptations in my best attempt to mimic the Liars Club style. So does that make sense? You ready?
Makes sense. Lay it on me.
All right. So the first lie is: my grandfather's clock is so old that its pendulum's shadow has worn a hole in the back of the clock. Is this a Liars Club lie or a famous lie?
I will say it sounds very much like a Liars Club lie. I mean, that's the style.
It is indeed a Liars Club lie. It is the 1933/34. I couldn't tell if it was 1933 or 1934, or perhaps both.
They're probably counting it as both because it's like New Year's Eve. So
gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it is a lie from almost 100 years ago.
Nice.
From Bruno Ceresa. And 25 years into the club's existence, the Liars Club claimed that this was the best lie in those first 25 years. So great job, Bruno. You have a lasting reputation as a fun liar.
Yeah.
All right. So the second lie we have is: the allegations against me are an unconstitutional witch hunt. The only thing I hunt are unfair advantages, which every contestant does.
I don't think that that's a Burlington Club lie. I was going to say a politician for sure until you mentioned like the contestant at the end. So now it makes me think it was maybe on a game show, maybe the game show scandal. I forget which one it was. But yeah, I don't think it was a club lie.
It is not a Burlington Club lie. It is a famous lie. It is a lie from Lance Armstrong, a bicyclist and former winner of 7 Tour de France titles, who was stripped of his accolades after admitting to illegal doping. He initially described the allegations against him as an unconstitutional witch hunt. And I get what you mean, though, about the contestant. Yeah. I originally put bicyclist there, but it's like, T will know. That'll tip it off. That'll be too easy.
Well, and the witch hunt thing, of course, has famously been used as a political.
Yes.
It's a witch hunt. It's always something
Yes. Yeah. But you correctly detected that this is not a Liars Club lie. All this is a real lie. This is a real life lie.
Yeah.
You know your lies.
You got to wake up pretty early in the morning to fool me.
Well, I got 2 more. I'm going to try to fool you. And so I got 2 more. The next one is. Let me clear this up. Thanos wanted to end half of humanity, but Theranos can save us all. This is what happens when you work to change things. First they think you're crazy, then they fight you, then all of a sudden you save half the world.
That would be a great Burlington lie, but I think that's a lie from the CEO of Theranos or someone associated.
It is indeed a lie from Elizabeth Holmes, the disgraced founder of Theranos. Probably shouldn't have put that. I couldn't resist the Thanos and Theranos there. But yes, that was a pretty good tip-off there. So Elizabeth Holmes, the disgraced founder of Theranos, which was a company that claimed to revolutionize blood testing. And after raising $700 million, Holmes was found to be a fraud. But not before claiming it was all a hoax to fight her and paint her as crazy. We love someone who doubles down on the lie right before the fall. It really makes it that much better.
Yes.
Okay, so the last lie I have for you, T, is this. My parents were so poor that they had to bury grandfather naked just so my dad had a suit to wear to the funeral.
Well, I know this one, so I'll say I have the unfair advantage because I was very curious to see who Burlington Liars Club, what lie would win this year, and that was the award-winning best lie for 2024.
It is indeed the most recent best lie. It was told by Reagan Buchholz, the club's most recent winner. And with that winning lie, T. Krulos, I want to thank you for joining me to tell the truth on Lake Effect and for taking part in this silly little game of lies.
Thanks much, and Happy New Year.
T. Krulos is a contributing writer for Milwaukee Magazine, who wrote about the Burlington Liars Club for this month's issue. He spoke with Lake Effect's Sam Woods.
You can find more interviews like this one by visiting WUWM.com/Lake Effect. And while you're there, subscribe to the Lake Effect Spotlight podcast.